The clock showed just past 6. Work was done. Time to head home. I grabbed my bag, said goodbye to colleagues, and stepped into the chilly autumn wind. Walking through the evening city, I thought of home, dinner, maybe a movie with my husband. Andre had been working late often, and I missed our evenings. But it's Friday. He should be home early. Opening the apartment door, I heard voices from the kitchen. I tossed my coat onto the hall table, too impatient to hang it. My feet carried me toward the strange voice, and I froze in the kitchen doorway, stunned. A disheveled woman, mid-30s, with dark circles under her eyes, sat at our dining table. 2 battered suitcases loomed against the wall, as if she wasn't just visiting but moving in. "Hey, Alina, you're back." Andre stood, looking sheepish. "Meet Lena. She's staying with us for a month." The floor seemed to vanish beneath me. A month? A stranger in our home? Without warning? "Hi." The woman offered a strained smile, extending her hand. I shook it mechanically, irritation surging. "Hello. Andre, a word?" In the hallway, I hissed, "You thought you could just bring her here for a month and not tell me?" "Calm down. It wasn't planned." He waved it off like it was trivial. "She called this morning crying. What was I supposed to do? Say, 'Sorry, sis, my wife's against it'?" "Who is she?" "My half-sister, from my dad's side." I frowned. In 7 years, he'd barely mentioned her. "Why haven't you told me about her?" "We're not close. Met at Dad's funeral, talked occasionally. But she's family, Alina. She needs help." "A month is forever. Do you realize what it's like living with a stranger?" "Stop it." He put his hands on my shoulders. "She's not a stranger. We've got a 3-bedroom place, plenty of room. She'll stay in the guest room." "Did you even consider asking me?" "What was I supposed to do? Tell her to wait at the station while I check with you?" His voice sharpened. "I thought you'd understand." "Fine," I sighed, seeing no point in arguing. "Where's Polina?" "In her room, doing homework." Back in the kitchen, Lena was sipping tea from my favorite mug. "Lena, I'm Alina, Andre's wife," I said formally. "I know." Her smile widened. "Andre's told me about you. Sorry for dropping in. Hope I won't be too much trouble." I forced a smile, thinking a month was an eternity. "Make yourself at home." A week passed. Coming home from work felt like entering someone else's house. Lena acted like she owned the place, rearranged the spices for convenience, washed my blouses with dark clothes, turning them gray. Yesterday, I caught her with my makeup bag. "Oh, I just wanted to try your mascara," she said innocently. "Mine ran out." I bit my lip to stay calm. "Lena, I'd prefer you ask before taking my things." "Of course, sorry." She returned it, clearly not getting my annoyance. That evening, I snapped. "She takes my stuff without asking. Where's my robe? Acts like she's lived here forever." "Alina, why so worked up?" Andre didn't look up from his phone. "She borrowed mascara, big deal." "It's not the mascara, it's the principle. She makes me feel like a guest in my own home." "Be patient, she's struggling." He finally met my eyes. "Alone in a strange city? Tough situation. Can't you show some compassion?" His reproach made me feel selfish. "What tough situation? Did she tell you anything?" "No, but I can see she's hurting." He rubbed his nose. "Let's just be hospitable, okay? A couple more weeks." "You said a month." "Maybe she'll leave sooner." He lay down, turning away. "Don't make it a drama." I flicked off the light and collapsed onto my side of the bed, sleepless. Andre's steady breathing mocked my turmoil. How can he sleep? I stared at the ceiling. A foreign presence had invaded our home, spreading like a tumor. The thought made me nauseous. Next day, I came home early, citing a headache. Hearing voices from Polina's room, I crept to the door. "Sometimes grown-ups make mistakes," Lena was saying. Your mom just worries about you. She can be strict, but it's because she loves you. But she won't let me play outside after 6. Polina sounded hurt. Not even in the yard. Sonia's parents let her. Every family has rules, Polinka. Maybe talk to your mom. Explain why it matters. Calmly. No tantrums. Blood rushed to my face. Who was she to advise my daughter? I knocked loudly and opened the door. They were on the floor, coloring. Mom? Polina looked up, surprised. You're early. Yeah, headache. Polina, go to the kitchen. I'll heat lunch. When Polina left, I turned to Lena, icy. I'd prefer you not interfere with raising my child. I wasn't interfering. She looked startled. We were just talking. You told her to express feelings calmly, not throw tantrums. Think that's bad advice? Are you mocking me? My hands clenched, face burning. You're here 3 days and teaching my daughter how to manipulate me. Who do you think you are? A tenant acting like the landlord. Lena flinched like I'd slapped her. Panic flashed across her face, her eyes dark with something deep and unsettling, like a stirring abyss. I shivered. Sorry, she said softly. You're right. I shouldn't have. She hurried out, leaving me feeling oddly guilty. Dinner was tense. Lena barely looked up from her plate. When her phone rang, she jumped like it was a gunshot, paled at the screen, and rejected the call. Who was that? Andre asked. Nobody, she said too quickly. Wrong number. Her trembling hands betrayed her. Later, I heard sobs from the guest room. Knocking softly, I entered. Lena sat on the bed, knees to chest, papers beside her, which she shoved under the pillow. Sorry, I said awkwardly. You okay? She shook her head, then pulled out a crumpled marriage certificate. My daughter, Masha. She'd be 6 now. Would be? I sat beside her. She died 3 years ago. Congenital heart defect. I was speechless. Sorry for meddling with your daughter, Lena continued. I just miss Masha so much. Polina's so vibrant. My chest tightened. Lena, what's going on? Why are you here? After a long pause, she met my eyes, red-rimmed. I ran from Igor, my partner. He started hitting me. After Masha's death, everything fell apart. First yelling, then pushing. A month ago, he hit my face. Said I'd regret leaving. I listened, a chill spreading. Her story stirred my own buried memories. I've got almost no money, no job, she went on. Andre's my only family. I didn't want to burden you, but I had nowhere else. I took her hand silently. Does he know you're here? No, but he's looking. Calls from different numbers. I'm scared he'll find me. She gripped my hand. Sorry for dragging you into this. I'll find work and leave soon. Memories flooded back. Leshka screaming over a botched dinner, me covering Polina's ears, fleeing to Natasha's at midnight. I glanced at Andre, asleep beside me. His light hair spilled on the pillow, lips parted. So familiar, yet distant now. 5 years of harmony, and he never fully shared about his sister. Maybe my fault. Too caught up escaping my past to ask about his. Days passed in a fragile truce. I showed Lena where kitchen things were. She stopped taking my stuff. We shopped for groceries, and I learned she'd been a chef. Ever think of cooking again? I asked. A new cafe nearby needs staff. I've considered it, she nodded. But I'm scared Igor will check restaurants. He knows I'm a chef. I shook my head. Living in such fear, what could be worse? The doorbell shattered the evening quiet. Opening it, I nearly recoiled. A hulking man with cold, fish-like eyes forced a smile that felt like a snarl. Good evening. His polite tone chilled. I need Elena Sergeyevna. Don't lie, she's here. My heart pounded. There's no Lena here. Wrong address. Don't lie. His voice hardened. I saw her suitcase in the window. My back went cold. I tried shutting the door, but he blocked it with his foot. I just want to talk. She's my woman. We fought. She ran. It happens. Get out, or I call the police. My voice shook. Andre appeared. What's the noise? He wiped his hands on a towel. Oh, the husband too, the man sneered, sizing Andre up. Listen, pal, I'm asking nicely. Tell your guest I forgive her. Lena got hot-headed, so did I. Time to go home. Get off my doorstep. Andre's voice carried a steel I'd never heard. He stepped between me and the door, shoulders squared. Now, or I call the cops. Something in his stance made the man step back. Tell her I'll be back, he spat, leaving. Locking the door, Andre and I exchanged looks of fear and resolve. Lena was in the bathroom, rocking, arms wrapped around herself. He found me. He found me, she muttered, trembling. I knelt, hugging her. She sobbed into my sweater like a child. Shh, I soothed, stroking her back, rage rising. That bastard won't touch you. I swear, I'll stand at the door with a bat if I have to. We called the police, but it was futile. The officer took a statement, saying without proof of abuse, they could do little. Days later, I found Polina crying in the kitchen, Lena beside her, distressed. What happened? I rushed to my daughter. Some man approached her after school, Lena said. Said he was a family friend, that her mom asked him to pick her up. My stomach dropped. Igor? I mouthed. Lena nodded. I was meeting her, as we agreed. Saw them, knew it was him. He ran when I shouted. I hugged Polina, shaking with fury and fear. This can't go on, I said after tucking Polina in. Lena, you need to leave. Not because of me. For our safety. She nodded, tears falling. I know. But where? Polina shuffled in, sleepy. Mom, is Lena leaving? I don't want her to go. Polina, this is grown-up talk, I began, but she cut in. She's nice, like you when Papa Lesha yelled. I froze. Polina was so young when I left my first husband. What did you say? You were scared too, she said gravely, hiding at Aunt Natasha's. I remember. Her words floored me, my buried past, revived by a child. After settling Polina, I sat stroking her hair, marveling at how much kids understand. Lena's story was mine too, in a way. We need to talk, I told Andre alone. I recounted Igor's approach to Polina, his knowledge of our home, the danger to us all. I want to help Lena, I said, but not at Polina's risk. We need another place for her. Andre nodded after a pause. I'll ask Maxim if she can stay at his dacha. It's safe. It's not just that, I sighed. I'm angry, Andre. You brought her here without asking, kept the truth from me. I feel like a stranger in my own home. I'm terrified for Polina, that he'll come back. My voice rose, fear, anger, and hurt spilling out. I feel you don't trust me, don't consider me. I'm the last to know about our family's decisions. Andre looked stunned. I'd never spoken like this. I'm sorry, he said finally. I screwed up. I should have talked to you. I was scared you'd reject her. I should have been honest. He hugged me cautiously. I didn't mean for this. I thought I was doing right by my sister, but I didn't think of you, our family. Forgive me. I leaned into him, tension easing. For the first time, I voiced my anger, fear, and betrayal, and he listened. We'll figure it out, he whispered. Promise. Next day, we planned together. I suggested helping Lena find work where Igor wouldn't look. My friend runs an online store, needs an admin, I said. Remote work. Lena nodded hesitantly. I'm not great with computers. I'll teach you, I smiled. It's simple. Andre found a crisis center for women escaping abuse, offering safe housing and legal aid. You can stay there till you're stable, he told Lena. It's a secret address. Lena looked at us, grateful yet skeptical. Why help? Especially you, Alina. I know I annoyed you. I paused, choosing words. Because I've been there. I know what it's like to fear the person you live with. I know how vital support is. Lena stayed 2 more weeks, enough time for center paperwork and job hunting. I got to know her, clumsy, sometimes tactless, but sincere and vulnerable. One evening, over tea, she asked, "How'd you cope after your divorce?" It was hard, I admitted. Scary to be alone with a kid, but staying with someone who made life hell was scarier. I chose freedom, for me and Polina. And then you met Andre. Yeah, I smiled. Lucky for us both. Her eyes held hope. On her moving day, I helped pack her battered suitcase. Here, I handed her a box. Hand cream and a scarf. Winter's coming. She took it, surprised, and hugged me awkwardly. Thanks. For everything. I know I caused trouble. You helped too, I confessed. You got Andre and me talking, really talking. We even signed up for therapy. Really? Yup. We had a lot unsaid, not just about you. We bottled things up. You taught us to be honest. She smiled shyly. I'll miss Polina. She's so smart. Come visit. I squeezed her hand. Just warn us next time. We laughed, the week's tension dissolving. Andre drove Lena to the center. I stayed with Polina, who moped about Aunt Lena leaving. We baked cookies, and I explained how some people need to restart their lives. Like you? When you left Papa Lisha? Polina asked, eyes serious. I flinched. We'd never discussed it. Yes, honey, I said, sitting beside her. Sometimes you leave to change your life. Did you find it? Her voice mixed childlike curiosity with something mature. Yes, I hugged her. With you and Andre, I found the best life I could want. That night, Andre and I talked about Lena, her future, how her arrival shifted us. You know, he said, pulling me close on the couch, I never thought my sister would teach me a lesson. What lesson? I looked up. You can't build happiness on silence. You have to speak your feelings, even when it's scary. I nestled closer, warmth spreading. I learned too. You can't run from the past pretending it's gone. You face it. He kissed my forehead, and we sat in peaceful silence. A month later, I found an email from Lena. She'd started at my friend's online store and rented a place near the center. Igor's shadow was fading. Thanks, Alina, she wrote, for not pushing me away, though you had every right. For helping me stand. For showing life can restart after pain. I smiled, typing a reply, then packed a box for her. Polina's photos, a psychology book with my notes, and a tiny angel keychain, my talisman from tough times. I sealed it, wrote the address, feeling gratitude, not anger, for how this healed me and taught me to voice pain. Andre called, reminding me of our therapy session. I said I remembered, excited for it. I used to fear such talks, keeping everything inside. Now I knew. Speaking pain was the path to healing. Polina burst in from a walk with a neighbor's kid. I hugged her in the hall. Snow fell outside. The apartment smelled of pie, and my heart was calm. How strange, I thought. Sometimes a stranger shows you something vital about yourself. I was grateful to Lena, the uninvited guest who upended our lives, then helped rebuild them stronger.